The album, well, I mean, it's called, You Want Some of This, and I put it out just really independently, I think about a year ago. All the songs were basically recorded in my apartment. I kind of mixed and mastered them later on in a studio before releasing them. But yeah, no, it's just a bunch of the stuff. Most of the stuff that I have out online is on the album. And yeah, no, like I was gonna put it out with a few record labels that approached me, like big ones, and I just decided like it didn't make sense for me to sign with a record label. Because they were like, okay, sign with us, we'll take all of your money, and then that's about it. And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. So I just kind of put it online myself on iTunes and stuff. So yeah, no, it's out there, and it's really as homemade as it gets. It doesn't sound homemade, but it's pretty as, ghetto recording as you can get.
When you were starting out, was it just internet videos, or did you do any like stand-up before that, or how did it work?
No, in terms of comedy, I really started, a few years ago, just really, messing around with a camera, and taught myself to use an editing software, and really, I just kind of really wanted to do comedy, because I did go to like the theater school, and I studied acting. And I landed a role on this TV show in Montreal, where I'm from, and I was on it for like 5 years. But it's the kind of show that's not, it's not one of those shows where you're like, oh, I'm on this show, like The League, for example. Like I'm like, hey guys, watch it, it's funny. Like it's something that I'm like proud of, So like this other TV show was just like a thing to do, and I was happy that I was doing it because I was making money. But I really always wanted to do comedy, so. One day I saw a few internet videos that were out there, and I laughed my ass off. Like, I thought it was some of the funniest stuff I'd ever seen, and you can tell that the videos were shot really poor quality and whatever, but the content was funny, and it was just so available and on the internet. I was like, fuck this, man. I went out and bought a camera, and I just started messing around and writing stuff, and that's really how it started. And I started sending it to my brothers and my friends, and they were just like, dude, I think John's lost it, and thought I was insane, and which I am. I'm kind of crazy, but and then it just kind of went from there, and to my huge surprise, I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Never in a million years did I expect that to happen.
So how did your rapper persona come about?
Like there's the Everyday Normal Guy and MC Vagina are my two, more popular rapper characters. Everyday Normal Guy is kind of like, it's me, like, cause when I was a kid, and even now, like, I like, hip hop and stuff, but I guess like anyone else, I hate hip hop. That's just so, like, I have sex with a lot of girls. I have a lot of money. I'm like, good for you, buddy. Thanks for sharing. So I decided to write, Everyday Normal Guy, which is basically the music that I like, but kind of applied to my, the suburban lower middle class upbringing with no gangsterism whatsoever. Like, I wasn't even allowed listening to CDs that had parental advisory on them. My mom would throw them out, applying like a gangster, whatever, to that. It's basically me, It's me. If I were to rap and to tell the truth, Everyday Normal Guy would basically be that. The MC Vagina thing, I thought like it was so hilarious that you could say anything in a song as long as it's a song. Like he says it's not sexist because I'm saying it in a song. I just thought it was hilarious because I think I was working out at the gym, and everyone knows like those songs like "Show me the pussy, girl, I want to see your ass," all that stuff. And it's kind of funny that people just kind of say that shit. And I was like, I'm gonna make this song that I'll just go that extra mile and make the guy somewhat not as cool as them. And it turned out that he's a badass motherfucker, and he just. I don't know. I wasn't like, when I did that show me your genitals, I was totally expecting that no one would kind of get it. And it was like it was one of those videos that I put out, which was a huge, huge surprise for me that people responded to it and all that stuff. I guess I say vagina a lot and penis a lot, so, I mean, regardless, people like that.
So how did you get involved with the league?
The league was really amazing. When I came out to LA for the first time, because I'm from Montreal, you know, so a few people started contacting me, like managers and agents and stuff. And some people that had contacted me were Jeff Schaefer and Jackie Marcus, who are the writers and producers of the league. And they had seen my stuff, and they wrote this character thinking of me. And when I went out to LA for the first time, probably about a year and a half ago, I had a meeting with them, and they were talking to me about this TV show I was thinking of making and stuff. And I knew, like, Jeff's work from all the things he's done, and I just thought it was kind of, like, not real. Because you get to L.A., like a guy like me, you have a little bit of buzz. Everyone's blowing smoke up your ass. Everyone's telling you all this shit. And you have to, like, really just, like, take a step back and go, yeah, most of this is bullshit. So whenever I'm in a meeting, I was just like, yeah, that'd be nice if that were to happen, but I'm not expecting anything to happen. And, but like a year later, I found myself shooting the pilot on set, and I was like, fuck, that's one of the things that actually did happen, you know, when I got here. And, one of the only people, some of the only people that ever told me the truth were Jeff Schaefer, Jackie Marcus. So it was really cool. It was really cool. And it's nice that they hired me to do a lot of the shit that I do anyway, and and to have my sense of humor, and it's really fucking fun. Like, it's really a fun set to be on, because I can show up in the morning and go, oh, can I say this here? And they'll go, yeah, that's funny, say it. I'll be like, oh, can I do this here? They're like, yeah, that's funny, do it. And it doesn't all make it into the final edit, but I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Because their motto is more, just throw out more shit, and then they'll have more to play with in the editing. So it's really, really fun that way. Yeah.
Very real.
Yeah, sometimes people just throw shit out, like Paul Shear will just say something, and like everyone because you're not expecting, and like you're not expecting anyone to say anything because there's no script. There's a storyline, but the script's not there. We know we have to say certain things, but sometimes I can't wait to see the outtakes on the DVD, because there are so many outtakes and so many hilarious moments that you're like, the outtakes are going to be longer than the actual show, you know?
Yeah. The Shiva episode, that was pretty good. I've seen that about 3 times. So.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, no, that's one of my favorites too. One of my favorites.
Who's the most annoying member of the cast?
I'd have to say it's Jeff, the director, because we'll do like a full take, and we'll be like, and he's like, can you do that again? But Steve, no rape in this, no rape jokes, and John, can you stay clear of the AIDS jokes in this take, please? You know, but yeah, that's, I guess, the most annoying part, is that he actually has some sense of where it's supposed to go, and we're just 5 crazy comedians that are just like throwing shit out there. And he's like, guys, the storyline is you're going to, Shiva wants these guys to come over, not that you're fucking dead corpses, you know, in an alley. So can you stick to it? So that happens a lot. But there's no one that's annoying. Like, it really is fucking 5 dudes just having a ball.
Mhm. All right. So are you a real fantasy football fan, or is that just something you have to deal with?
Well, I'm Canadian, so it's more hockey. But no, I got into it this year because the members of the cast, we decided to actually do one, since we're doing this, and a few of the guys actually are fantasy football guys. But no, my first attempt at fantasy football, I wasn't the last person in the league, and I know nothing about football, so that goes to show you. And the guy that was after me actually is a fantasy football player, so that's pretty insulting to that person. But no, I'm no good at it, but I thought it was really cool while I was doing it. I'd like to pretend that I'm good, but I'm really terrible at it.